What if you drop 2001 Miami, regarded as one of the greatest college football teams of all time in today's college football? Can they recreate the success that they had in their national championship season over 20 years ago? This roster is unbelievable, and I did a lot of research to kind of get this as accurate as possible. I even went back to NCAA 02, modernized the ratings a little bit to, keep up with today's college football, but made sure that the overalls were as accurate as possible. And, not to make the team too overpowered, but this is an unbelievably stacked team. And today we are going to go through the entire season, spectate them, the fourth quarters, the second halves of the big games, and, see if they could replicate it in today's college football. Back in 2001, Miami only played 12 games. In today's college football, you can't win a national championship just playing 12 games. There's the playoffs. There's other variables to keep track of, and the fact that today's college football, the athletes and the players are just so much more freaky and more talented. So it's going to be interesting to see, can this team win a national championship like they did in real life? And on top of that, you got one of the greatest secondaries you've ever seen put together, and I did give myself one little buff. Sean Taylor's my favorite all-time player, and I gave him a little bit of a ratings jack, but I don't think we're going to mind because he was that good. So him and Ed Reed, Antrel Roll, and all these other talented players, this secondary in real life was spectacular in going through the research for this team. And at the end of the video, we're going to compare what 01 Miami did in the game compared to real life. Also, back then, they weren't in the ACC. They were in the Big East. The Big East obviously isn't in College Football 25, but, we got the American Athletic. So I put the conferences together like how it was back in 2001. So Miami, I made sure they are going to play the entire schedule that they played in 2001. It's not going to be in the same order because of the locked games and everything, but Miami played 12 games. I'm going to make sure all 12 of the games that they play in this regular season are the 12 that they played back in 2001. So I did everything I could to make sure that everything is going to be as close to 2001 and what that team had to go through this season. The conferences, the opponents, everything for the rosters. I didn't go out of my way to create like all the backups. I just turned injuries off. So I just created all the starters, all the key players, all the notable people, and then injuries are going to be off, so we don't got to worry about that. But there's some really fun players. Clinton Portis, that backfield, Portis and Najee Davenport, Willis McGahee, and Frank Gore. I put Frank Gore at fullback because in NCAA 02, he actually is listed at fullback, and I thought, why not get him a little bit of extra snaps since he's the fourth-string running back on the team. But, man, this team is so incredible. But let's get into things here as they're starting off against Penn State. In real life, they did play Penn State early in the season in non-conference play, and this Penn State team nowadays in real life got a lot of NFL talent, but they're going to stop here on third down. Field goal, try to make it a one-score game, is going to be up and no good. A short kick is missed. Now a little end around, and they're going to get the first down. Third down and 3 converted. Ken Dorsey, current offensive coordinator in the NFL. His pass is incomplete. Threw it at a couple of guys in coverage as Drew Lars got the football back and trying to make this a one-score game once more. 2.5 to go. Pass rush not getting in, and they're going to complete the pass for the first down. Third down and 2. Throw outside is going to be caught for the first down close to midfield. As now another set of downs. They're going to have it under 2 minutes to play, and that ball is going to be caught for the first. They're in field goal range, but they missed that short field goal earlier, so you'd like to get the touchdown and not have to worry about kicking until maybe later on when you potentially get the football back if you can get an onside kick, because it's looking like it's going to have to be an onside kick, but you get the touchdown here. 3-point game, and the onside kick is up, and Miami's got it. They're going to go down and hold on to the football. It's now third down, trying to get the first down to seal it. Ken Dorsey got an open man, and it's caught. First down, and he almost went all the way, but that's going to do it. Miami kneels the football out, and they survive a 3-point victory at home against Penn State. And to show you some of the key players that were able to contribute, Clinton Portis with over 100 yards, Andre Johnson with a couple of touchdowns. So in real life, Clinton Portis ran for 1,200 yards exactly in 12 games. Andre Johnson was the team's #1 receiver. The reason his overall isn't as high is because of the fact that he just didn't produce. Only had like 600 yards in 01, but man, he obviously turned out to be like a Hall of Fame wide receiver. As Washington, they cut it to a 3-point game as Miami with the football back. There's Jeremy Shockey with a grab. Jeremy Shockey, a Pro Bowl tight end in the NFL. You could just look through this team and see first-round picks and high-end talent everywhere as Clinton Portis with a nice run play action. Dorsey throwing over the middle. That's going to be caught, and Andre Johnson with it. So many great receivers from the late 90s, early 2000s. Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss, some of these awesome players. They had Devin Hester, too, because why not? And he was returning kicks, playing cornerback as well. Miami makes it a 6-point game, but Washington with a strike over the middle. The defender dove and missed, and it's going to be a touchdown for Washington, who's got the lead and putting Miami on upset alert as they're going to hand it off to Clinton Portis, breaking a tackle, and Portis to the 30-yard line. Now dropping back, Dorsey. He's going to take a shot, and Andre Johnson gets behind the defense, and Andre Johnson's not going to be caught. Touchdown! And the 14,000-yard receiver from the Texans has the lead for Miami as the 2-point conversion is good. Now it's a full 7-point game as the kickoff deep for Washington with under 5 minutes to play. Now needing another touchdown, and they're going to fumble it, and Washington, they turn it over, and you can't make a mistake like that against a team like this as Andre Johnson holds on over the middle, and he's already being an absolute menace in this video, and he's got the touchdown here. They are just force-feeding him the football as you absolutely should be doing. Now Miami up by 2 scores in Washington. You got to score a touchdown here, but you got to do it against the best secondary maybe college football has ever seen. One of them at least. I mean, I can tell you the stats and looking through this video. You're going to see a bit of the stats at the end when we do the final comparison, but I just want to put into perspective that Miami's defense in real life only allowed 5 passing touchdowns all year, so it's going to be impossible to keep up that number. I'm pretty sure real life is going to have the advantage there as Washington gets the touchdown, but now under 2 minutes to play, and Andre Johnson, now you're just hitting at him the football in a jet sweep and winning the football game. I think you just give the ball to Andre Johnson every play and you might just win the game, and they did there. Over 100 yards, another pair of touchdowns. They ran him the football, and interceptions by Sean Taylor and Jonathan Vilma, 2 of the best players on the team. And now game 3 against Troy pretty comfortably got the lead in the 4th quarter. 16-point game and the football in enemy territory. Play action, Dorsey taking a shot deep. He's got one-on-one and he's got it inside the 5-yard line. Handoff, Clinton Portis. He's gonna fight his way into the end zone. Touchdown. As now Troy, they eventually drive it down the field, get a touchdown of their own, but I mean, they are looking like it's not going to be going their way as the 2-point conversion gets stopped. Now it's really over because it's a 17-point game. Still a 3 score. They try the onside kick. Does not work. Miami with it back as they have 41 points. Handoff Portis. He's going to make a move. Breaking a tackle. Clinton Portis. Touchdown Miami. Is it possible that both Clinton Portis and Andre Johnson are looking even better in the game than they did in real life with how good they are? Portis 1 yard shy of 200 on the ground. Andre Johnson very close to another 100-yard game for him. You know, back a few decades ago, Miami and Florida State had an amazing rivalry with some great games. It doesn't really happen as much anymore, some of the legendary games that they have had, but they're matching up here as Miami is up by 18 and Florida State with the football, trying to get this within 2 scores as the running back slips free, and he's going to get it inside the 15-yard line. Now throwing outside, bubble screen. He's got the open lane, and he's got the touchdown for Florida State. Miami with the football back as they're going to go play action. Dorsey standing in the pocket, throwing one deep, and Andre Johnson can't get it. They're just giving him every opportunity. 3rd down as they're going to go up top again and incomplete. Florida State with the football back. They can make it a 1-score game. Miami seems to be getting comfortably in front of games and then maybe letting teams hang around, make a bit of a comeback. I think they're just fine with the result of the victory, though. But now Florida State's got it in a 1-score game. 2-point conversion for the field goal game is no good as they get sacked. Kickoff is back deep, and it's going to be Roscoe Parrish, who became an NFL return man. Good return man in his career as he had a couple of touchdowns in real life as Parrish gets the outside, and Roscoe Parrish to about midfield, so a nice return to spark this offense as Dorsey hit his throw, but he got it up on 3rd down, completed the pass. Now one more 1st down could potentially end it. Portis outside, he's got room, and Clinton Portis 1st down and almost a touchdown. Miami is going to be able to get a 1-score victory. It seems like they really just let teams hang around a little bit, but they're able to just put their foot in the gas pedal at the right time. Portis with another game in the 100 yards. And what's on Andre Johnson as the leading receiver this time, as most of the receiving production is going to be Andre Johnson, and then a bunch of role players kind of filling things out. And then you got Jeremy Shockey at tight end, and then, you know, all the running backs. But Virginia Tech with the field goal try, they got it up and good. And now it's a one-score game once more. Miami always playing from in front, but not too far in front, as Shockey breaks a tackle. There's a flag down, and Jeremy Shockey breaking more tackles, and he gets a nice play. I think this one's coming back, though. We do have a holding penalty, so that takes away Jeremy Shockey's nice play. Is now play action for Dorsey, 1st and 20. Throw one outside. That's going to be caught. Andre Johnson breaking a tackle, and he makes another man miss, and Andre Johnson past midfield. 3rd down and 5. How about another shot to Johnson? It's going to be incomplete. Now Virginia Tech, Kyron Drones has it with an opportunity to tie this game up, as now they're under 4 minutes to play. Drones outside. That's going to be caught. 1st down, and who about midfield? Now they're beyond it. 3rd down and 3. Drones throwing outside. That's going to be incomplete. I don't think the receiver was ready for it. 4th down. Drones throwing deep. Now right side of the field over the head of the receiver. And now Miami, they got the football. They're not going to convert a 1st down. I think that's the first time that's happened where they have a 1st down opportunity to seal the game and they don't get it. Virginia Tech, they could tie this game with a minute to go underneath. They got another 1st down inside the 35-yard line. 3rd down and 10. Drones got time, but no one's getting open. The secondary is holding up. The pass rush has to do something. Drones is finally going to run it. He spins away, gets it to 4th down and 1. He could convert, but you've lost a lot of time. Outside, he got it. And the game continues a little bit longer. Timeouts are being used. 15 seconds to go. Drones outside. Incomplete. 4th down and 10. Drones, last opportunity. And that ball is outside. Caught in. Not quite for the 1st down. And Miami survives again. It's proving to be a little bit more difficult for Miami than it was in real life, as they just kind of steamrolled everybody. But they're still playing really good. Andre Johnson with a big game. Ed Reed with an interception. And now you got Nebraska. Nebraska's the team they ultimately played in the Rose Bowl for that national championship crown. But in, you know, today's college football, Nebraska isn't the powerhouse that they once were. And Jeremy Shockey with a touchdown, as Miami is steamrolling Dylan Raiola-led Nebraska 42-10. Raiola deep, incomplete on 4th down. Miami takes over once more. They're going to go get stopped as Miami punts the football back. Raiola drives his Nebraska team down the field in a couple of minutes, and it's going to throw for the end zone. That's a touchdown, but a garbage time touchdown as Miami with the football back. Any good plays left in him as Clinton Portis padding on the yards with another 15-yard gain. And Portis went under 2 minutes to go. Another 1st down. How about you hand it to him again? All right, up the middle. And Portis with another 1st down. And they're going to run the clock down. Miami with a very comfortable victory, and that's more what we're looking to see. As in real life, I mean, the score was, you know, relatively similar, as Miami kind of dominated Nebraska in real life too. Clinton Portis, though, another big game. About 2 100-yard receivers, Andre Johnson being one of them, and Trell Roll with an interception. So all of these DBs are kind of getting themselves an interception. It's another dominant performance against Boston College as a screen outside. The receiver almost had it jumped in front of him. Instead, he breaks the tackle and gets a big gain. Now Clinton Portis is going to cut through and carve through this defense. I mean, this is going to be an incredible year for Portis if he keeps running like this. And it's Dorsey over the middle, caught, touchdown. Miami is up 37-7 with 5 to go, and they throw one outside and blown up 5-yard loss. About 2nd and 15, and the pressure, the sack, and they're all the way back close to the 1. They just put the football away, and now Miami with the football, they could keep padding things on, but with a minute to go, Clinton Portis is going to get another 1st down. It seems like he breaks off first contact every single time. Portis right up the middle, another 1st to seal the game. This one, you know, just like the last one, a very dominant performance, and this is more what we want to see from Miami as Portis. I mean, is this any surprise at this point? They're not even needing to get these other running backs involved. Antrell Roll with another interception, so nice to see that. Up next, as they are firmly in conference play, is against Temple. It's not as dominant of a performance, but Miami, nice play to get it outside to midfield, and Dorsey has got another play for a 1st down as they're threatening to go up by 3 scores. Taking a shot up top. He's got a man that's going to be caught. And right at the 1-yard line, he could have got in. I thought he maybe did, but they're instead going to get the touchdown to Andre Johnson. And he's going to put Miami up by 3 scores as it's 31-13. And drop it back. Everyone's swarming him. 2 guys get in there for the sack. punting situation now as Miami. I mean, we've seen good plays on offense and defense. How about a punt where it's going to be at the 1-yard line for Miami, and they're going to have someone shoot through the gap and get a safety? That was Jonathan Vilma. Just keep showing you all the highlights here as it's going to be intercepted. That's Kelly Jennings. That's one of their other secondary members. That's their sixth best DB, and he's pretty good too. Miami takes home the victory. Clinton Portis does his thing. Andre Johnson had a touchdown. Ken Dorsey just kind of captaining the ship, just like he did in real life. Dorsey was not some superstar quarterback. He was a pretty nice college player, but, you know, 7th-round draft pick, just a solid guy. He just captained the ship. He's had a lot of production, but, I mean, look at the guys around him as it's 24-24, a close one, and West Virginia allows a field goal. Miami up by 3. West Virginia is ranked, so this is not going to be an easy matchup as the first down for West Virginia. Throwing over the middle. That's a little too low, and they're going to punt it away. Give it back to Miami as Dorsey over the middle. Got it, and now a big gain, chunk play. Dorsey with another pass. It's going to be a tight window throw, and he delivers it, and Dorsey, that's a really good stat line from him and a really good play. Now underneath the fumble, and that's going to be West Virginia football. Miami fumbles it away, and now West Virginia with an opportunity. He's going to get that football away. They're going to have to punt it right back, but you know, they saved themselves a little bit, back Miami up, but Dorsey delivers again. This is a really good game from Dorsey. He's stepping up and doing what he needs to because Clinton Portis, the run game, isn't working the same way it was in previous weeks, but Portis on the outside is going to stiff for him, but he's getting swarmed as now 3rd down. Now Dorsey with the screen. They're going to go outside, and he's not going to get it. West Virginia doing a really good job just keying on Portis, but Miami's defense is doing their job. Jerome McDougal with the sack. They're backed up 3rd down and 20. Green looking. He's going to be almost running out the back of the end zone, just throwing it away. It's 4th and 20. You got to take a shot deep. Pressure is in, and he has to get rid of it. It's incomplete, and Miami is going to seal the deal with the victory. It was a tougher matchup against the ranked team. Dorsey put up a really good stat line, but Miami once again able to survive another victory. Another ranked opponent for Miami, number 21 Rutgers at 6-3. Miami 9-0. Can they get to that undefeated regular season to play to Andre Johnson for the first down? Another short pass could be caught at the 40-yard line. Dorsey will hand it. There goes Clinton Portis up the middle for the first down inside the 35. 3rd down again. Go handoff again to Portis, who breaks a tackle, and he has it for the first. One-score game as Dorsey goes back to the air. Has it open, man. That's Jeremy Shockey for the score, and it's a 2-score lead as Rutgers got a free rusher right up the middle, sack. And now they're backed up 3rd down and long. Pass is going to sail way out of bounds, and they're going to have to go for it on 4th down. Desperation, Mo clean pocket outside. That's going to be swatted away. Miami takes over. They can go up by 3 scores now. Quick pass over the middle. Close to the first, they say 3rd and inches as Dorsey drops back to the air. He's got time, and he's eventually going to find his receiver into the end zone. And all of a sudden, Miami up 28-7, and Rutgers doesn't know what hit him as another deflection is going to result in a punt. Rutgers basically conceding this game. Miami trying to run the rest of this clock out, and they do. Miami, a big second half, gets them the victory. Only 7 points allowed. Antrell Roll and Phillip Buchanan both get interceptions on the day. And when you look at the top 25, even at 10-0, Miami still just number 2 in the nation. But we got a big game. In big games for the playoffs, conference championships, and all that stuff, we're going to be going through and seeing the whole half of football. As if it's a big game, you're going to want to see more action. I think this game deserves it 3rd quarter as it's 21-16. Top 5 showdown as Miami has the first. Now to the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 7 outside. That's going to be caught. Andre Johnson for the first down as they're at the 45-yard line. 3rd and 7. Dorsey is going to get an interception, but there's a flag down. It was thrown right as the ball was going towards the receiver, so that kind of indicates potential pass interference as Pitt for the moment has the football, but it is pass interference. Miami keeps it, and now they have the football at the 30-yard line. Play action, rolling out, dumping it off underneath, and there's Shockey. He's got the first down to the red zone. Miami back to the line at 2nd down and 2. Over the middle, caught, and they are inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, handoff, Clinton Portis. touchdown Miami, and they got a 2-score lead. Now on defense, Jerome McDougal flies off the edge and gets the sack. Now it's 2nd down and long, and another sack right up the middle this time, as now it's got the 1-yard line. 3rd and 20 plus. You're gonna go down. It's Miami football, and things could get out of hand if they allow Miami to score here. 2nd down and 7. Play action now rolling out this way as he's got Shockey. Both times on a play action rollout, he's hit Shockey in a big game. Now into the 4th quarter, handoff to Portis. He's going to get it to inside the 5-yard line, but it's 3rd down and goal. Dorsey outside. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. And Miami, it's 35-16. Starting to run away with this one as Pitt needs to do something to do it fast if they're going to have an opportunity to make this comeback. Handoff sweeping it left side. That's going to be for the 1st down and more to the edge. He's got to move inside the 10. Goal to go. Pitt, you need a touchdown badly. Play action as they're going to roll right into pressure. 2 guys got there. He goes down. 3rd and goal, and he's got a long way to go. Stepping up, he's going to run it. Receiver needed to hit that block. He doesn't, and now it's at the 1-yard line. Last chance. They need to score it as he's going to throw, and it is caught for the touchdown. He hung on. Pitt survives a little bit longer. 12-point game. Dorsey, he gets swarmed by everybody. 3rd down and long, and Pitt can get the football back. He's going to throw it underneath, just concede, and punt it away. There's not much time, though. Pitt needs to score fast. 3 minutes to go. Over the middle, and he's going to hang on. This team is hitting him hard, but Pitt hanging on to these passes. Another 1st down, and they're in the red zone at 2nd and 2. Pitt got another 1st as they're going to get it to goal to go, needing the end zone. They're going to roll left, throw on the run, and he's tracked down at the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal, throwing. He's rolling into a sack, and this could do it if they can't get it into the end zone. Pitt is going to get sacked again. Miami is going to seal this one with one more 1st down, and Clinton Portis does just that. Miami is able to hang on for the victory. Pitt tried to make a late rally, could not do it, and Jerome McDougal and the rest of this pass rush did a phenomenal job, as now this game not quite as close as Syracuse has a big play, and Syracuse off to the races for the score. I don't really think Miami cares all that much at this point in the game. Backups are basically in as they're going to hand off to Najee Davenport, who breaks a tackle. Davenport to the outside, and Najee Davenport, the backup running back, one of many great running backs, is going to go all the way. Touchdown, Miami. I said the backups were in. I was not exaggerating. It's 48-14, and they're still getting pressured. They're still getting swarmed. Miami just cutting to the highlights. Here goes Davenport again for the 1st down. He's over 100 yards on the game on just a couple of carries, but he is racking them up in this 2nd half because of the opportunity to play with the backups, as they're going to throw one over the middle. That's going to be incomplete. 4th down, but you're going to kick a field goal for the 50-point game, and it is good. So Miami dropping 51 on them. They get the football back, and Davenport, another big run to end this game, as Miami is going to just stomp out Syracuse 51-14, and Najee Davenport, a good production in garbage time for him. Andre Johnson also with a big game, and Miami looking really good. They are still number 2 in the nation, which is pretty crazy, at 12-0. In real life, Miami only played 12 games in 2001, but we are not done yet. A conference championship now, a rematch against Pitt, and this time against Pitt, it is not looking good. I mean, not even a point in showing the 3rd quarter. It's 44-7 as Miami punching their ticket to a conference championship victory and a 1st round bye, a 13-0 season, as Dorsey, he's going to roll and get hit. He broke out of a sack. Impressively enough, he did that, but not going to get away from 2. Field goal is good. 47-7 as Miami. Impressive that they are able to do this in the conference championship, especially considering Pitt is still like a top 15 team in the nation, able to just absolutely dominate them. I'm looking back at some of the games we had early in the season where they had some close encounters, but in the 2nd half of this season, it has been full domination. Miami putting up 40 and 50 points, and Ohio State, they're still 12-0, so It's not even a guarantee Miami's going to get that top seed or get that #1 seed, but they're going to be happy with the first round bye. 2 minutes to play, ending this one off as Portis spins away from a defender. Clinton Portis has been kind of the most fun player to watch in this video. One more first down will probably just do it, as Portis will go right up the middle and has it. So the first is acquired. How about one more for good measure? Portis just racking them up, and that's going to be game 47-10 in the conference championship. And from here on out, it is going to be playoff football. And best believe for each and every one of these playoff games, we're going to be spectating not just the fourth quarter, but also the third quarter as well. We're going to give you the entire second half of these games. And not only is the playoff picture going to be interesting, but Miami, they're not even going to get the 1 seed, even though Ohio State lost. They're going to give it to Oregon. Still a first round bye nonetheless, and Miami is going to be taking on Missouri in round 1 of the playoffs. So let's get into playoff football. We jump into the second half. It's a 21-21 game as Miami's got the football to start things off. It's been a close one. It's been a good one. Points are being put up as Clinton Portis has the handoff, break it, a tackle, make it 2. He gets it to the first down marker. Now dropping back Dorsey on the blitz. He's going to go outside. That's going to be caught on the run, and he is gone. Touchdown. Miami starts the second half hot. And now Luther Burden and the Missouri offense take over with a big handoff run. And it looks like we're going to have a lot of offense in this one. Dropping back. He's going to throw outside, and now the tight end's got it for a solid little game. Third down and 4. Cook to drop and throw. He's going to have a short pass for the first down at the 40. Back to the line now, 1st and 10. Popping it out. There goes Luther Burden. And Luther Burden, one of the best receivers in the nation, has it to the 20-yard line now at the 15. As a handoff, running back straight up the middle. Got a lane, got room, got it to the 1. And now play action from the 1. Cook moving, looking, throwing. That pass is going to be broken up in Miami, trying to get this goal line stand. But the running back is going to fight his way close. He's not in. Another try. He's got it this time. Missouri ties the game, and back to the Miami offense where Clinton Portis got a block on the outside, and the receivers are even blocking their butts off right now as they're going to roll out. Dorsey going to go underneath. That's going to be caught, and look at Jeremy Shockey breaking the tackle. Shockey just is the target on those play action rollouts as they're going to have to pump the football away. Missouri with the massive stop as Cook is going to throw right over the middle, and that's Luther Burden again as Burden is really just heating up on this offense as he's going to go with another play. This isn't Burden this time, but it's going to be Missouri moving the football regardless, and look at the blocking, look at the moves, and he's going to be inside the 20-yard line, throwing to a wide-open receiver, and Missouri's offense is going crazy right now. Portis on the carry, he's breaking tackles and getting it close to midfield. We are in the fourth quarter now, and I know it's an action-packed third quarter, but can we get an equally as good fourth quarter? Miami, they can't go out in the first round, can they? Dorsey, and that's intercepted, and Dorsey throws a pick. He hasn't thrown one of those in a very long time. He's been pretty safe with the football. All these players have Burden on the screen. Miami gets a 3 and out, so that's massive. 8 minutes to play as Dorsey's getting sacked. Pressure got in. Now it's a punt for Miami. Now back to Missouri on the draw play on third down. They're going to have to punt it away. Trading, stops, both these defenses stepping up in the fourth quarter as Portis is cutting his way, carving his way through for a first down. Play action now. Dorsey in the face of pressure's got it to an open man. He's on the run past the 45-yard line. 4 minutes to play as Dorsey, you need something big, and you got it there. Touchdown, Miami, tying this game up. And now they turn to their defense, who gets a big stop in the run game. Third down at 14. Cook sets up the screen. He's got blockers, but Miami, they got numbers. They got too many, and they stop him. Miami has it in great field position. Dorsey, just no one's getting open right now, and he's getting sacked. It's going to be second down and long. Dorsey firing one outside. That's intercepted. And Dorsey hasn't thrown many interceptions, but he's got 2 in this one. And it could potentially cost him with a minute and a half to go. Cook, he goes to Burden. And they're in field goal range. Burden with a massive game as a flag is down, and this one could save them. Missouri, this one coming back with a hold, and that might have knocked them out of field goal range. It's going to be a long one from here if they can't get any yards, and they don't on this play. Fourth down, they're going to try it regardless. 56 yards, and the kick is good. He's still connected, but Miami's got under a minute to play as they're going to throw over the middle. That's going to be caught, and a first down for Andre Johnson. Back to the line, 44 seconds to play. Dorsey's looking, he's moving outside the pocket. He's getting sacked. Timeout has to be used, and they're running out of time. Miami, you got time in the pocket here. Deep ball, that's almost caught. He got leveled Andre Johnson can hang on. It's 4th and 16. Game on the line. He's got the strike over the middle, and it's caught on the run. Touchdown, Miami. And they pulled that one off out of nowhere. 20 seconds to go. And the defense, they're going to have a big play over the middle. Missouri not done yet as they're inside the 45-yard line. Underneath, that ball is going to be caught, and they're going to have to hurry back to the line. 2nd down and 4. Over the middle, almost intercepted. 3rd down and 4. Little time to play outside. That's going to be caught, and they're going to get a little bit closer. Last play of the game. Cook throwing, and he's got nowhere to go with the football. He got hit, and it goes out of bounds, and Miami is going to survive this game. And it was probably a lot closer than a lot of people would have anticipated. But Miami pulls it off with a massive touchdown on 4th and 16 with under 30 seconds to go. And it was Kevin Beard, Andre Johnson, all these receivers did their job, and it was a lot. The defense kind of let him down. Luther Burden was torching the secondary, and now they got Colorado. You got the Florida State alumni, Deion Sanders, Shedeur Sanders, and Travis Hunter, all that personality on Colorado's side. And then you got Prime Miami on this side of things. Travis Hunter, big play, caught at the 1-yard line. Sanders is going to give. No, he's going to pull and throw it. He's got the touchdown, and you are one step closer to making this a one-score game as Dorsey's getting sacked. 3rd down and 12. Long way to go to convert. Dorsey underneath. He's going to get leveled. And Miami's going to have to punt the football back in great field position as Travis Hunter right over the top of his head. And he's got the touchdown. Travis Hunter is willing his team back into this one. 24-27. And it is just a star-studded field of players in this game. And they're making the big plays. What do you got over here? That's Jeremy Shockey. Speaking of the star players for this team, as at the 40-yard line, they're going to go at the end around to Beard. And he's going to go outside. He's got a nice run. And it's going to get him 8 yards. 3rd down and 2. Hand it off to arguably your best player on offense, Clinton Portis. Inside the 25-yard line, dropping back to throws Dorsey. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to go underneath. That's caught, and he's got room to run. It's goal to go for the Hurricanes. 2nd down and goal. Hand off to Portis. He's going to get absolutely met at the line. 3rd down and goal. And he's going to get sacked. No, he broke out of it, but he eventually did go down. Field goal is going to have to be settled for. You're late in this 3rd quarter, and Travis Hunter is just fully on fire at this point, so you got to try to find a way to stop him. It's showing that even one of the best secondaries of all time can't handle Hunter, as, you know, Colorado tried to establish the run game. I don't know if that was the move, because he gave Miami the football back, and as the 4th quarter is upon us, there's going to be Ken Dorsey in enemy territory dropping to throw. He's going way far back, eventually gets rid of the football, throws it away. They're going to try a long field goal. That's a really long kick, and it's good. And Miami, 2-score lead, as now they really need to do something here on offense, as that's going to be a 1st down. Shedeur delivers it, play action now. Shedeur's got it over the middle. That's caught. Another big play through the air as there goes Sanders with a play action. This is what you need to do. Put it in your best player's hands, and it's going to be a sack as Hunter, you just got to get him the football. He's going to get sacked again, and this is looking all too familiar for Colorado, getting pressured and sacked. As now Miami takes over. Portis has the 1st down. You're going into your 2-score game. Clock control offense, trying to take up as much clock as you can. You get a little bit off, but you have to punt the football back. But you're still sitting pretty comfortable. We'll see how Colorado plays it. They can get a field goal to make this a 1-score game, as Sanders is going to go right down the sidelines. It's caught, and he might just go all the way. He's all the way down inside the 5. It's a handoff, and the touchdown. They won't have to think about a field goal. It's back to a 2-point game, as there's going to be a hit as he's thrown. He gets it off, but now it's 3rd down and long. What do you got? Ken Dorsey is getting sacked. 2 guys got in there, and now Colorado has it with 3 to go. Sanders is got a flag down, and this one is looking like it's going to be in the favor of Colorado, roughing the passer. It's going to save them, as now they're at the 41. Sanders, clean pocket, he's got time, he's got a man open, that's going to be caught inside the 20-yard line. 2nd and 11, handoff. They're going to go for a short gain, 3rd down, as they're going to hand it off once more, and they're going to settle for the field goal. They're happy to just trust their defense in a 1-point game. 34-33. Dorsey is getting sacked. He just tried to break out of 1, but not 2. Dorsey, what has he got this time? Deep ball. He's got it. Wide open on the run. And he is gone. one. Miami has done it again, and they got the 2-point conversion. And the lead is not going to be extended to 7, so they can win it with a touchdown. But Shedeur is getting sacked, thrown to the ground, and they're really backed up. You need to go over 90 yards in less than a minute, and they're throwing an interception, and that's gonna do it as they make a move, taking it inside the 20, inside the 10, inside the 5, but down, and now Miami is gonna hand it off. Clinton Portis sails the game, and Miami, in an exciting star-studded battle, is going to a national championship as Dorsey did it again. I mean, he was kind of coasting this regular season, but when the playoffs hit, he has made big plays in big situations and has made the clutch moves as Beard. Look at the massive game he had. With how things went throughout the entire season, you knew this was a chance that this could happen. Ohio State went undefeated in the regular season, lost to Oregon in the conference championship, then beat them in the semifinals. Ohio State and Miami in the national championship. A big play to start this second half as it's 14-10. Ohio State is winning as they're getting blown up in the backfield. Will Howard, 3rd down and long. Pressure gets in, and a sack as they're going to have to punt the football away, and they're going to hand it Clinton Portis right up the middle for the 1st down, and Miami moving the football past the 40-yard line, make it to midfield now as it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Big formation, they got it to Portis, and he's going to leap ahead for the 1st down, 40-yard line read option. There goes Dorsey, and Ken Dorsey running it a little bit. Not something you'll see very often, but they're going to go outside. Open man, that's Shockey. And Shockey to goal to go. 2nd and goal. Hand off to Portis. He's going to get stopped, and now 3rd down inside the 5-yard line. Underneath, that's caught. Shockey, he got it. Touchdown. Ohio State now down by 3, as that was a nice long drive by Miami, and they're going to get sacked. Miami's defense stepping up, 3rd and long, throw in, that's swatted away. Offense back out there, RPO, quick pass, that's Andre Johnson right at the 1st down marker for 10. Dorsey throwing once more, everyone's going downfield. Lots of time, someone eventually gets open, and it's Jeremy Shockey. He's having a big day, he's got that touchdown in the last drive, and now you're gonna do a little end around Andre Johnson, and that's gonna get blown up. 2nd down and 14, taking a shot to the end zone, it's knocked away. 3rd down and 14. As Dorsey, he's looking, he's throwing out of bounds. He's just going to settle for the field goal. That's going to make it a 6-point game. Kick is good. So Ohio State still down by 1 score, but Will Howard's not been able to do much in this second half as he's getting hit again. And another 3 and out. Play action, roll out, throwing it back the other way. He couldn't get it off. He's sacked. 3rd and 15. As Dorsey, he's getting blown up as both teams have a great D-line, and they're trying to show off who's the better one. As this Ohio State for the 1st down, they're going to have both these good receivers out there making plays against this secondary. Is right over the middle. They had a big one, and Will Howard finally moving his offense as we're here in the 4th quarter. He's getting sacked as Miami has their 5th of the game. Howard, deep drop. He's going to get hit as he's thrown, and they're going to have to settle for the field goal. Miami's defense showing out this game as they only allowed 17 points so far. Portis cuts it back, and Clinton Portis, he's got 9 with 4 progress, and they're going to go back to him. He's going to power ahead. He's got the 1st down as they got 7 minutes to go. Screen set out to Portis, who's got the 1st down and a lot more. He's going to have 15 yards. As they're going to go to midfield, 3rd down. Dorsey looking. He's got time, but no one gets open. Dorsey, he broke out of the sack and threw it away. He's going to have to give Ohio State another opportunity, but the pass rush does it for the 6th time and make it. Will it be 7? Yes, it will. Safety 22-17. 7 sacks by the Miami defense. Jeremy Shockey for the 1st down, and there's just 3 minutes to go as they're going to step up. Dorsey on the run. He's got it outside, and another big play to Shockey. They're inside the 30, but Portis gets blown up. They can still stop the clock a couple of times. 2.5 to go. Portis tries to find a lane, and he can't go anywhere. 3rd down and long. They're going to be at the 2-minute warning. Portis is stopped. Field goal tried. Now the interesting thing here, the safety and the field goal still keeps it a 1-score game. It's an 8-point game. Ohio State needs a touchdown and a 2-point conversion as they're going to go outside for an 8-yard gain. 1:17 to go as Howard outside. That's going to be caught, turning upfield, and it's a big play into enemy territory. Breaks the tackle, gets out of bounds, and now at the 45. Howard sitting underneath the zone, and it's going to be caught on the curl for the 1st. They're going to burn a timeout as Howard's going to drop back with an empty backfield. Outside, that's caught! Touchdown! Ohio State in a 2-point conversion for the tie. Howard, keeper, he's stopped, and now the onside kick to try to give them a chance is recovered by Miami. They're going to get it, go down, and Miami survives, and they're going to take home a national championship, and they have successfully replicated what they did in 2001, and in 2001 they won 12-0. Well, how about they go 16-0 and win the national championship in 3 thrilling playoff games, all one-score games. This team was not as dominant as the 0-1 team, but maybe a little bit more entertaining games, as Jeremy Shockey has his biggest game of the year to help propel them. They were not expecting Jeremy Shockey to be the guy who goes off, and they had a whole bunch of sacks, as you can look at now the final statistics for this team. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the final stats that these players put up throughout the season, and then we're going to get into a little side-by-side comparison of what the teams did in real life compared to what they did in game, and you can determine which team and which version did it better, who was more impressive. Clinton Portis, talk about impressive. What a year he had. That is just unbelievable. Better than what he did in real life. And look at Andre Johnson. I want to talk about better than what he did in real life. That was an unbelievable season. He was incredible to watch. Touchdowns left and right for this team. I mean, Dorsey was slinging it. And now we go to the defensive side of the football, and a lot of sacks. 3 guys at double digits. Like, that is just amazing. Lots of tackles for loss. I mean, this team, they were allowed to play the way that they did because of the fact that they were always leading games. So, I mean, just tee off and rush the passer. Ed Reed with a couple of interceptions. Not a lot of turnovers and interceptions. I would have liked to see a little bit more on that side of things, but they swatted down the ball a lot. And, you know, not as much in the forced fumbles. I would have liked to see Sean Taylor just get a massive hit and just rock somebody. But let's get into the final statistics where we compare both these teams side by side, real life versus in-game. So starting off with the offensive side of the football, I tried to do as much as I could to keep these on a per game basis because of the fact that one team played 12 games, one team played 16, so cumulative statistics would be a little skewed. So points per game, in real life still 39.6 points per game compared to 37.4, but both teams were putting up the points. Yards per game, pretty similar, about 450 to 440, you know, difference of about 16 yards between these two teams. Now, the big difference did come in the rushing to passing, and it does make sense considering today is more of a passing world in the world of football. So 290 yards to 250, and Clinton Portis, I mean, was the sole rusher on the Miami team. I think it was like he had, you know, over 100 yards a game, and they only had 140 as a team, whereas Miami was spreading the carries around a little bit more in real life. 204 yards, as you know, Portis ran for exactly 100 a game, so that means only half of their rushing yards came from Portis. They also had Frank Gore and McGahee and all these guys, you know, rotating the carries a little bit more than they did in real life. When it came to the touchdowns, obviously with the 4 extra games, Miami was going to put up more total touchdowns, but the passing ones, even from a per game basis, 49 to 24 is still, you know, you can do all the per game stuff you want. In game, they threw for a lot more touchdowns, but first downs, because of the fact that Miami was running the football more, grinding out first downs, they had a decent amount more. 22 first downs per game, really good. But 2 things at the bottom here that the in-game Miami team won big on: third down percentage, a 7% increase. 50% of your third downs, pretty good. And a really impressive one, 9 turnovers in 16 games. That's really good. Miami had 12 in 12 games. It's just exactly 1 a game. But 9 in 16 games, that's really good. So when it came to in-game versus real life, you could say that the in-game offense was more efficient when it came to converted their third downs, keeping the football, throwing the football, but in real life, they ran the football better, got more first downs, and put up a little bit more in the production when it came to points and yards, so each of them had their wins and losses. Now the defense, I felt like it was going to be really difficult for this Miami defense in the game to do what the defense in real life did. 8 points per game. It was fluctuating. I looked at a couple of different websites. Some said 8.6, some said 9.4. I don't know why there was like splits on that one. So it's either 8 or 9 points a game. Either way, it's a pretty comfortable win for the real life Miami squad. And I think yardage wise, if you're adjusting for the fact that, you know, offenses nowadays are a lot more productive, I think the yardage looks pretty good for the in-game, just 313, but in real life 270. The pass defense, I mean, I want to drop the numbers on you for this team's pass defense in real life. I mean, you've seen the secondary. How about 138 passing yards per game, 5 touchdown passes to 27 interceptions, and also not on this graph here, quarterbacks only completed 44% of their passes against this Miami defense. This defense was nuts in real life, but in the game, I mean, the rushing numbers shocked me. They had only 780 yards of rushing yards allowed throughout the entire season in a 16-game year. Like, that was so impressive. Like, I thought it was like I was reading it wrong. No, I was not. They genuinely allowed 49 rushing yards per game, which is unbelievable. Now, it makes sense considering all the games we were watching. Miami was like up by like 2 or 3 scores, and the teams would pass their way out of a hole, get it to like a 1 or 2 score game, but Miami would shut the door at the end. But man, that is incredible rush defense. 57 sacks to 49, but on a per game basis, the real life team did better. 4 fumbles, 6 fumbles, so teams were getting the turnovers at a decent rate. Real life, like I said, the interceptions, the secondary, the pass defense, that was where the real life team was miles better, is just the production of the secondary. And even though Miami only turned the ball over 9 times in the game, their turnover differential was half of what it was in real life, just because of the fact that the Miami defense in real life had 33 turnovers forced, which again is unbelievable. I find it funny that these teams were very much different with how they went in real life compared to the game. In real life, they were an amazing rush offense with a great pass defense, and in the game, they were an amazing pass offense with a great rush defense. So, you know, I guess if you flipped Miami's 0-1 team into today's football, they'd be still elite, but just in different areas. But that's just to show how great this team was, that no matter what area you put them in, they were just going to dominate because of the amount of talent they had on their school. So I hope you guys did enjoy this, and if you want to see a video like this again, I would absolutely do it. You just got to let me know if you want to see it, and if so, what teams you want me to recreate. I'm fine recreating a team. I could do, you know, like 06 USC or Texas. I could do, I mean, I could do 2019 LSU. That's another one of the popular teams. I could do a team from way back in the day. I could do an underrated team. I could do a bunch of different teams if you want to see me recreate a school. But for a video like this that is a little different than the usual videos that I do with, you know, the crowning the kings of the state or following careers of, if you want to see more like this, you have to show the support on it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff that helps me know that you want to see more videos like this. So like I said, I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I will see you guys all in the next one.